Hello Airsofters. Today we got something a little different. I'm taking a break from a build that I'm doing for a client. I'm getting his scar in shape, and you'll see that video later. But I've been waiting for this for several months. As you know, I did do a video where I did the box opening for this. I've added a few accessories to it. We're also starting with a new camera angle today. But Evike sent me the proper lower, or proper grip. This already has the pin I'm going to need in it. It came with the plunger for the knocker spring or hammer spring. I have the upgraded hammer spring from the set I bought before, and it comes with 2 screws for putting it on, even though we already have those. The only thing I'm replacing, I'm not doing anything to the lower. I'm not opening that up. I'm not touching those springs. I'm not doing that. I want to preface this with, I am not a pistol tech. I am not a Hi-Capa tech. This is simply something I wanted to try anyway, but I'm not doing anything in the lower. I'm simply taking this off, putting this on, and we're going to see how that goes. So I'm going to have to take everything off. I have to take this all apart like you normally would. So we're going to start with, of course, take the tracer off. Set that aside. We will take that off in a minute. Take off the light. Light off. Of course, drop the mag. All right. We don't need that anymore. That slides off. Now I had already put in a new spray. I did put in one washer, short stroke washer. This is a 170 recoil spring, and I did put in a new bucking and barrel, but we're not worrying about the top end. I've already dealt with that, so we're going to set that aside. What we're interested in is this piece here. So now the only tools I need are this small screwdriver. So I'm going to need this screw. Set that aside. In fact, let's where did I put those? Okay. Use this just so nothing rolls away. It does already have the mag release, so I don't have to worry about that. I do have to pop this pin. Okay, it came out really easy. This slides out here. We will put in the new hammer spring I got. I'll take the new plunger that they sent. This will all get set in there once I put it together, but put this, that plunger will go there. Pin. I can stay there. This is the old barrel that came with it, and the old recoil spring. And actually, I have the old, old recoil spring from the nozzle too. So I kept those just in case, but I don't need them. But I now have them as extras for any other pistol. Okay, so now we have to take that screw out, but in this, it's an Allen wrench, so I'm going to need another bit before I take the grip off. Let's see which one that is. That is a very long slide. Some more bits in there. Clean that out. There we go. I should get some compressed gas in a can. That looks to be that right. Ooh. That was a trial and error to find the right size. No. magnetic tip, set that aside there. Change out our tips here. So we can take the grip off, but first we do need to punch this pin out here to take the mag well off. We certainly want to put that mag well back on. Okay, slides right out with just a little push. It is under spring tension from the hammer spring. So when you do take this off, you want to hold this back plate so it doesn't go flying. You can already feel it wanting to push right off. Let me get this. Come on, there we go. Okay, got the mag well off, and that you can see is pushing off. And the plunger is down in there with the spring, but we're not using that one, of course. All right, we do have to very carefully, we want to remove the sear spring. It's sitting in a little slot in the back, which you can see here. There's the slot there. The sear spring will sit there, and I'll show you how to set the sear spring under the beaver tail. We do have to okay, that's released. Slip the sear spring out. Do not bend these. If you bend these out of place, they won't fit right. And when you set it back in, I'll show how that has to be set. If you don't set it right, your pistol will go full auto. That is one of the possibilities, or it just won't work. So this is why I say I am not an HPA tech or a pistol tech. I'm learning as I go. I've watched a few videos on this, probably 3 or 4 times each, just to make sure I got it all in my mind what I need to do. And I do have the computer next to me should I need to reference anything. But now we have to take these screws out. This will allow me to remove the grip from the actual lower. One screw. And of course it came with new screws, so I'm going to use the screws it came with just because the plastic may be a little different. And those screws may be set. All right. Now this should just pop right out. There we go. See how easy it was? All right, I do need the trigger, of course. And to get that, I'm going to have to take the mag release off, slide the trigger out, so I can slide it into the new. And I'm going to have to take this mag release off also. Luckily, it looks like they have the same sized Allen key, which is that one right there. Come on. Oh, why won't that come out? Or is this counterclockwise threads? No. Am I doing this wrong? Come on. Wow, that's really tight. Something's wrong. Okay, we're going to pause this real quick until I figure this out. All right, we're back. Quick little, I had a little fudging on this end, but I fixed it. So, figured out this is more of a key. You have to push in and turn as you push in the mag release from this side. You push this key in and turn it, and then it slides right out. And then you can slide the trigger out. And we're going to do that in reverse now, so I can put it all back. So first, slide the trigger back in. It's not hard to figure it out. It's got slots inside for where it goes. And then we put mag release through. Take our properly sized Allen wrench. I don't know if you can see in there. I'm going to try. Let's see if we can do this. There is a little pin. You might see it turn. Yeah, you see it turn? And that now springs into place. Now the mag release is in place. And now the trigger is held in. Okay, put that back. Because the main one we want is this one. Now we're going to use all the screws that came with it. Here I have all this, I'm still going to use the spring. These are all the parts that I had already in it. And we're going to use everything that came with it. This is the spring that was already in the gun. And of course, the upgraded hammer spring. All right. So with the hammer forward, spring forward, be able to trail out, just make it easier on yourself. If you decide to try this, this should slide right up into place. No. You have to stay forward or it makes things difficult later. There we go. And again, I'm not a pistol tech, but, all right, got that there. Screw in that side, but I'm not going to tighten it all the way down. So I want to make sure I get everything right. Keeping that hammer forward. Okay, got that gripped. Take the screw that came with it. Drop that into there. Tighten that down. It's a very odd view for me. Craning my neck and my arms. All right, I'm going to tighten that down. All right, that's tight. I can feel it hit bottom, so to speak. All right, now I'm going to finish. Keep that hammer forward. Finishing tight down the sides here. That side. Keep the hammer forward. Tighten that down on that side. Okay. Now, we want to put the sear spring back. That has to go underneath this. No, forward. It goes on. This is always fun. I've only done this once before. That has to be sitting up on top of that, I'm pretty sure. Okay, I'm going to be doing some of this off camera because this is just difficult to do from this angle. But I'll show it to you when it's all in. That needs to go there. Oh, that has to go on top of that. There we go. Okay. Come on. Finicky little thing. But it's got to fit just right. It's got to go under that. Come on. All right, hold on a second. All right, I'm holding this down because I don't want it going anywhere, but the sear spring is under there. See how the tabs are on top of everything? The middle one is underneath this bar, which is going to go down into the slot where the trigger spring is, or the hole where the trigger spring is. So while still holding all this down together, take that, slide that into there, make sure we catch that. Look in there real quick, make sure everything's still placed right. Yep. Outside. Should just be able to slide this together. Come on, get in there. Why does everything have to be Difficult. Shouldn't have to use a hammer. Why isn't that going in there? Got it slotted right. I mean, it's slotted where it needs to go. Oh, there we go. All right. Got that like... Okay, that's why you need to keep a good grip on it. That just shot across my desk. There's the plunger. Okay, lesson learned. Goodness. I bet you Knuckles is out there laughing his ass off at me. As he should be. Those who don't know, Knuckles GM is a fantastic Hi-Capa pistol tech. I watched some of his videos to learn how to do this. So I'm sure if he happened to see me just do that, if he watches my videos, I'm sure he had a good chuckle, along with anybody else who works on Hi-Capa pistols. All right, got that all lined up. Come on, you went in before, you can do it again. Let's see, I held it up. All right, 1 second. There we go. All right, this time I have a much stronger grip on it. Magwell going on. That will help hold that in place while I get our longer pin here in place. Make sure everything's together. That went in so easy before, but now it's, like I said, this is a learning curve for me. I've never done this. No, that needs to be down. It's still not on all the way. Oh, come on. And that trigger spring is hefty. There we go. Did that do it? Possibly. Okay, we're going to try and get that pin in there. Wait, am I going from the right side? Yeah. Alrighty. Got the pin in. And I'm just going to give it a little bit of a knockoff camera just to get it. Light little taps. Don't want to mar anything up. There we go. All right, that's all set in there. That's all right and tight. Okay. All right, well, I'm going to pull that hammer back. We're going to take our already built upper, and actually, while I have this open, little silicone oil never hurt anybody. Little drop on there, and a little drop on there. So we slide that together. What am I missing? Oh, no. Safety. It's down. All right. Take that. Put our pin back in. All righty. There's the Staccato grip with the star. That looks nice. I got to wipe some oil off there. Load that up. But that is butter smooth. Yeah, I can feel the difference in the hammer spring a little bit, and the trigger wall is right there. It moves very little. I'm going to adjust that with that screw later, so that's all the way back, so it's at the wall, so that any tension will fire. So yeah, I'm very happy with that. That looks very nice. That looks, here, let's complete that picture. Okay, mag holes. So I did the, yep, mag release right. I think I have some gas in this, so let's see if it, yep, that's right, tight and solid. Alrighty, Staccato grip on, all the problems fixed. The only thing I got to do is find an RMR plate for here, because the 6mm RMR plate they make for Staccato doesn't work on this one, so I need a different RMR plate. But other than that, we can put all our attachments back on, and that's done. Alrighty, pistol finished. That's pretty. Picture is coming. Cutter.